I personally am most unworthy. But I got a girl child from the street. And I could see in the face of the child that the child was hungry. God knows how many days they had not eaten. So I gave her a piece of bread. And the little one started eating the bread crumb by crumb. And I said to the child, eat the bread. Eat the bread. And she looked at me and said, I'm afraid to eat the bread because I'm afraid when it is finished, I will be hungry again. This is a reality. Maybe we are not hungry for a piece of bread, but maybe there is somebody there in the family who is unwanted, unloved, uncared, forgotten. There is love. Love begins at home. And love to be true has to hurt. And this is what I bring before you. To love one another with great love.
Hi students, welcome back to the new section. Today we are going to discuss about the lesson 2, chapter 2, English second, the mother who loved the poor. And already is one starting one video is there, and then we will discuss about the small incident in the Mother Teresa life. And there was a Sabina, and old and poor widow. What is the meaning of widow? The widow, a woman whose husband is dead and suffering from serious disease in the slums in the Kolkata. The slum in the Kolkata, you know, only the slum. The slum is the city marked for the poverty and inferior living condition. That is a very poor condition in that area. So many people are living in that area, and the very poor condition, the living condition is very poor. So she was without food for many days. Many days she was without food living in that the slum area. And nobody cared for her. Nobody cared. And nobody gave her alms as they suffered from the leprosy. And what is the meaning of alms? A-L-M. Yes. That's meaning contribute to the food or money. And nobody gave her to the money or food or anything. And she suffered from leprosy. Leprosy is causing bacteria and the dangerous diseases. And she lay on her heart waiting for death, and suddenly she heard a sound of footsteps. Suddenly she heard the sound of footsteps. And she slowly opened her eyes and looked up. And there stood a woman clad in a white saree with a blue border. And the woman was a Mother Teresa. All of you heard about the Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is the greatest woman in the world. The mother took her the mission house. The mother took her the mission house, and she looked after her, gave her food and nursed her. After that, she was given everything for food, and old age she is very tired, and the old age disease is having, and she was nursed her. And this is how Mother Teresa helped the poor and the needy. This is the way of the Mother Teresa to help to the poor and needy. And Mother Teresa always helping to others. And wherever you the poor people, and always helping them. And those who are needy. And she is known as the saint of the 20th century. 20th century. She was the messenger of God on the earth. She was the messenger of God on the earth. And let us know more about the great soul who visited our earth. The Mother Teresa was born 27th August 1910. 1910. And she was a Christian Agnes. And Agnes was the youngest of the three children of her parents. When Agnes was 9, her father was died. And Drana had the mother, an ordinary housewife. That is a mother, is a Drana. And she was an ordinary housewife and had to look after the family. There is no any way for her to look after the family. And she started to earn her living by saving wedding dresses and embroidery work. And stitching the wedding dresses and doing embroidery work. And Rana was a religious woman. She was a religious woman, and she never failed to call the children in the evening to pray together. And she was never failed to call the children in the evening to pray together. Always praying together every day. And she was never failed to call the children to evening pray together. Drana was very charitable also. She was also help to others. She was always helping to others. And she was moved by the misery of the poor and the needy. And she gave all the help to the poor and miserable living in her neighborhood. And this is kind of attitude of her mother filled in Agnes' love for others. And this kind of attitudes of her mother filled the Agnes of love for others. This is for this kind of attitude for to fill the love to the Agnes and love for others. Agnes was 18 when she decided to spend her doing God's work. And Agnes was 18 years when she decided to spend her doing God's work. And on 25th September 1928, 25th September 1928, she joined a group of religious sisters called the Loreto Sisters. And that is a congregation and religious sisters to call the Loreto Sisters. And she took the new name. That time also we had to took the name, new name Teresa for herself. So there is a name of Teresa. Then after that, the sister Teresa came to Kolkata and worked in the hospital. And after that, she came in India and to start with the work in hospital in Kolkata. She later became the headmistress of a Nona school in Kolkata, and close to the school were the slums. And that is close to the school were the slum area. The poor condition in which the people lived moved here, and the poor people condition and always hurt to the Mother Teresa life. And after together with some girls, she would visit slums in the evening to help the poor every way. And she maximum to help to the slums area people, poor conditions peoples to helping to the every way. Mother Teresa heard the hordes. Suddenly for this, Mother Teresa heard the horde's voice. The horde voice telling her to live with the poor. Suddenly the Mother Teresa heard the God's voice telling to the live with the poor. Live with the poor. And she wanted to leave the convent. And after that, she wanted to leave the convent. It was not an easy thing. It was not easy. She wanted to leave the convent. It was not an easy thing. So many procedures are there. She had to wait for many years before she got the permission to leave the convent. And she waited for many years, and before she got the permission, she left the convent. And she started wearing the cheap dress, white sari with the blue border. blue border. Soon she became a common figure in the slums in the street of Kolkata. So many years after, here soon she became a very common in the slums in Kolkata. Inspired by her love and for the poor, and young Bengali girl joined her mission to improve the lot of the neglect and the poor. Improve the lot of neglect and poor. Neglect means disregarded. Here to neglect and the poor. And after that, she already she got many national and international awards for her good work. Her good work. She was got the national award. She got many national awards and international awards for her good work for the around of the world. The Mother Teresa received the Nobel Peace Prize, one of the important award, the Nobel Peace Prize 1979 for the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize, and she got the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize. After that, the Bharat Ratna in 1980, she got a Bharat Ratna award. She also received the Pope John 23rd Peace Prize 1971. The Peace Prize 1971. She also got received the Pope John 23rd, the Peace Prize, and the India Jawaharlal Nehru Award for International Understanding. International Understanding Award in 1972, and she got so many awards here. The good work. On the 5th September 1997 is a very important day, important year. September 1997, Mother Teresa died of heart attack. Is a very, in that time, every people in Kolkata, people all over the world, we are to a very sad day in 1997, September 5. The Mother Teresa died in the heart attack, and it was a great loss felt worldwide. It was a great loss. It was a great loss. Only there is a great loss, and nobody is like in Mother Teresa. If the only for the Mother Teresa is Mother Teresa. And Mother Teresa shall always remember for loving kindness and charity. We are always remember the loveness and kindness and charity. And this was the about the Mother Teresa. These lessons, and today's topic is over. The next class we will discuss about the exercise part and grammar part. Okay, thank you.